Are you looking for the best Panini Press overall? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best Panini Press overall on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1, Breville the Sear and Press Grill. The functionality of this Breville is similar to that of the Q-Isonet, but overall it's more powerful and exacting, and thus, more expensive. While the Q-Isonet has low, medium, and high heat modes, this one allows you to control the precise degrees of each of the plates at any given time, and overall boasts slightly more wattage, which means it gets hotter faster. It also has predetermined settings for Panini, Burger, and Sear, convenient if you want to just click one button and let it go. Peter Doyle, culinary director at Boston's Flour Bakery Plus Cafe, uses an even higher-end Breville model, the Smart Grill and Griddle. It's $120 more expensive and also has exact temperature control and high wattage, as well as a hinge on the back that pivots with the plates itself and lays totally flat. This is a favorite feature of Doyle's because it allows him to set the top evenly over his paninis without pushing all the ingredients out. The machine has a couple of additional benefits, too. If you're using it as a flat-top grill, it automatically reacts to temperature changes so that, for example, putting a steak down won't cool the surface. And it has a timer, which is super helpful when you're multitasking, Doyle says. He also points out the grease pan beneath the plates is easy to pull out, dump, and clean. Number 2, Lodge Pre-Seasoned Cast Iron Grill Press. Sometimes it's simply inconvenient to have another appliance taking up space in your kitchen. In that case, I recommend a non-electric grill press that can work with any skillet you own. Paige Lipari, owner of Archistratus Books Plus Foods in Brooklyn, uses one at her shop to turn out sandwiches day in and day out. In fact, she even switched out her wearing for an Avantco flat-top and Lodge presses when she redid the kitchen. They're extremely inexpensive and very high quality, she says, echoing the sentiment many professionals feel about the company's beloved cast iron skillet. To use the press, you can use any pan, lay down your sandwich, place the tool on top, and then flip it and do the same thing on the other side. They have a nice weight to them, she says, heavy enough to press down fully and evenly, but still easy to wield. She also notes that this particular size is perfect for most sandwiches, fully covering the bread and ensuring a uniform color. Number 3, Breville Panini Press and Grill. If you only intend to press sandwiches, this Breville model is a straightforward and effective option. Straz points out that it has a floating hinge, meaning it stays open at various heights if you want to check on whatever is inside. I haven't seen that on too many presses, and certainly not the less expensive ones, she says. They just rely on the thickness of whatever you're grilling. But there are times when you maybe don't want a top on there at all, or don't want as much pressure. You can fit foods besides sandwiches in it, too, say, meats and vegetables to put inside of your panini, as the company suggests, but the top won't extend all the way around to create that big or flat surface, so probably not the best for burger night. The surface area of a single plate, though, is a bit bigger than the plates on our best overall pick, the Q-Isonet. And, in comparison to the Q-Isonet, Straz says that this one gets really hot, really fast. The plates aren't removable, which can make cleaning a bit more cumbersome, as Straz puts it. But like the Q-Isonet, they're non-stick, which means it shouldn't be too much of a pain. Number 4, Hamilton Beach Panini Press Gourmet Sandwich Maker. This Hamilton Beach press comes in at an even more accessible price point, and though it lacks the customizable temperature control of the Q-Isonet, I still found it to be a reliable machine that was simple to operate. When you plug it in, it turns on automatically. There are no switches, but it heats up very quickly, so if you want to unplug between grill sessions, as I did when a group of friends and I all spent an evening making and eating panini, there's hardly any wait time between rounds. Every time I've used it to make a sandwich, the bread has turned out evenly toasted and golden brown. the cheese melts perfectly. 2. Regardless of how stuffed the sandwich is and what type I'm using, the plates wipe down easily with a damp cloth or paper towel, even when bits of melted cheese appear stuck onto the grill surface. And its relatively small size makes it less of an imposition to store than some other models on this list. Number 5. Griddle and Panini Press. The QI Unit is a well-priced, reliable, do-it-all Panini Press. It can, of course, act as a sandwich smasher, applying pressure from the top and emanating heat from both sides. Then, if you want to turn it into one big grill or flat top, you simply press a button on the side that fully releases the hinge. When I tested the machine myself, I appreciated the variation in heat levels: low, medium, and high. Cheaper models tend to simply turn on and off, but this one allows for low heat, helpful when grilling a thicker sandwich where you want to make sure the inside becomes hot before the bread gets too dark, as well as medium and high, which both work well for simple grilled cheeses. The bread on the outside of those got lighter golden brown and darker golden brown, respectively, by the time the cheese was done melting. It also has a warm setting I used when I left half a panini out for a while and wanted to re-melt the cheese without retoasting the bread. And it has removable non-stick cooking plates that come both grooved and flat, which makes it very easy to clean. Max Blatchman Gentile, Director of Culinary Operations at Tartine, used a slightly higher-end and more expensive version of the griddler to test a lot of the menu items sold at the cafe and even put it to use in the shop for a while. It eventually wore down, churning out 40+ sandwiches a day, but that shouldn't be a concern at home. The major difference is that his $160 model lets you select the specific degree you want each plate to reach, while the less expensive, more basic one above has only low, medium, high, and warm settings. Let's say you want to make 4 grilled cheeses for your family, Blatchman Gentile says. You'll get a consistent result, instead of the first 2 looking good and the next 2 not. Some presses have hot spots, but the heat is generally very even over all the plates, as well.